It's like when they're born.
I said,
Drip too hard, don't stand too close. You gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care.
what is up, everybody? It is DayMVKT, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing the Get to Know Me tag, or the 21 questions tag. A lot of people have been doing it, and it has been highly requested, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it for you guys. But before we start, go ahead and smash those subscribe buttons, a like button. Go ahead, give me a comment, tell me what you guys want to see, and I'm gonna try to incorporate that in my channel because I want to give you guys what you want to see. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so my first question is, what is my full name, what grade I'm in, and what school I attend? So my full name is Kanaya Lee Ann Tennyson. The A is capitalized, so get that right. And I attend Townview Magnet Center, and I'm in the School of Health Professions, and I'm a junior this year. Okay, the second question is, where did I get my middle name from? So I got my middle name. My middle name is actually like a conjunction of my mom and my dad's middle name. So my mom's middle name is Pauline, and my dad's middle name is Leonard. So it's Lee Ann. Like, you get it? No? Okay, so my next question is, what is my dream job? And I actually have about 3 of them that I think that I can accomplish. So the first job that I want is, I want to be a neonatal nurse, which is basically just like the nurses that basically take care of newborn, like, sick babies, or it's also known as a NICU nurse. And then I want to be an entrepreneur because I want to work at like a hospital, but at the same time I want to work for myself. So, you know, I don't want to spend my life working for somebody else when I can make people work for me. And then my last job is, I want to be a magazine model, and I want to open like my own hair store and clothing line. Like, I just want to get famous. Like, it's cool. It just seems cool, right? Like, I feel like that's a good job for me, and I feel like I could do it because I can do anything. Yeah, I can do anything. Okay, so my next question was, what are my top 5 pet peeves? And it's really gonna be hard to think of an answer because I really have a lot. Like, I have a lot of pet peeves. I think one of them, like one of the biggest ones, is like, I hate when people slurp noodles, or like just slurp anything real loud, because I be like, it's not that serious. Like, it's not that hard. And then I hate when people like have those like really hard, nasty coughs next to me. Like, that just sounds gross, and it just makes my skin crawl. Like, that is so nasty. The third one, I hate when people have like really wet burps. Like, sis, I need you to go check that out and get that looked at somewhere, because that, you know, like, it just sounds nasty. Like, ugh. The fourth one, I hate, like, okay, it bothers me when people like don't take, like, I'm not gonna say advice, but like criticism. Like, if somebody's trying to help you and you don't take it, it's just like you being extra for no reason. Like, they're trying to look out for you and do what's best for you, and you just, like, it's not that serious. Like, just take the correction and move on with your life. And then the last one, okay, I hate when people chew gum, and like, you know, like when you flip the gum over, it has that little popping noise that sound like spit and all that. Like, it just sounds really nasty. Like, I don't care if you blow bubbles or even if you smack, but it's just like that little popping noise all the time. I hate that noise. Like, what do you know? Like, that's not supposed to sound like that. Ugh, no. Okay, so the next question was, do I like being a pastor's child? And do I have any advice for people who are like new pastor's children, like their dads or moms just got into the church? So, I mean, I like it. It's okay. Like, it's just something that you have to get used to, and something that you have to, like, you know, think about for a little bit. Like, okay, this is the new way of life, because things are gonna change. Like, it's different versus like when your parent is just a minister versus when your parent is like over the church, because you won't really, like, I'm not gonna say you're not gonna see them that much, but like, they're always gonna be doing stuff for the church and at every church event and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess for advice, I would just say, like, just make sure like that you're like, just be yourself, but make sure that you carry yourself, you know, in a way that's gonna make your parents, you know, look good. So like, don't just be there like, disrespecting everybody and going off and stuff. Like for me, what I had to learn when I became a pastor's child is you have to hold your tongue a lot, because people are gonna say things to you just because like they want a reaction, or just because they want you to pop off or something like that. So I feel like I've learned to hold my tongue better, and I think now I just gotta work on my face, because sis, it's bad, okay? It's bad. So the next question is asking me about my favorite sport. The question is what is your favorite sport, but it's not including dance. So my favorite sport, not including dance, would have to be volleyball, basketball, and track. I did all three of those sports, but volleyball, like, I love to watch people play it, but I mean, like, it's kind of boring, like, just hitting the ball back and forth and back and forth. Like, you know, I have more stuff that I want to do. Like, at least on basketball, you know, you can make somebody fall, and, you know, so I don't know. But track, I really enjoy running track. I think I want to run track next year, but we're gonna pray about that, because sis, I be tired, period. Just super tired. And then basketball, I love to watch basketball and football, but that would, like, I wouldn't play those sports, no. And I most definitely wouldn't play basketball again, because it's just like, you know how you grow out of something, like you love it at first and then you just grow out of it. Like, I think I just grew out of basketball. Like, I love to watch people play, especially boys, like, because those games be like real hype, real intense, like, you know, everybody be screaming and stuff. You know, I love that type of energy, but me playing on the court still, running back and forth and back and forth, yeah, that ain't it, sis. That ain't it. Okay, so my next question is, what is my dream school? And I really just have two dream schools that I'm like really rooting for. So the first one is Prairie View A&M, and then the second one is Clark Atlanta University. I really can't like explain why, like, just why it's those two, but I know I want to go to a HBCU. Like, I mean, I guess PWIs aren't like that bad, but I just want to go to an HBCU. Like, I'm black, so I kind of want to be surrounded by people that's like, you know, like people that look like me, basically. And then when I went to visit PV in Clark Atlanta, like, I just really fell in love with the campus. Like, it's really nice. And then, like, the people seem really cool. Like, it doesn't make you feel like, oh, I couldn't live here for 4 years or whatever. But I feel like I could live there for 4 years. Like, you know, just being around people that look like me, have the same interests as me, have been through the same things, so we can feed off each other and give each other advice on, like, certain life experiences or anything like that. Because, you know, you connect with people that, you know, look like you and have the same interests as you. So I feel like a HBCU is for me. Okay, so the next question that I had was, what is my advice for dancers trying out or just coming into a new team? And I really like this question because I just like went through the same thing, because I just joined the team that I'm on now, the dancers at Townview. So I guess my first thing that I would say is, like, you just have to be open to their style, because every team has a different style. One team might, you know, do a lot of bucking and a lot of, you know, hard hitting moves, and then another team might do a lot of technique and graceful, soft flowing moves. So you just have to be open to practicing like them, or dancing like them, or, you know, just catching on to the new style. And so I think that's like one of the biggest things that I had to do. And then another thing is, you can't be afraid to, you know, ask questions when you don't know something, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna already have dances down, they're gonna already have moves down, tricks down, kicks down, you know, certain things down. So if you don't understand or you don't know how to do it, like, don't be afraid to, hey, you know, can you help me with this? Or, hey, you know, I'm struggling with this, do you mind if I watch you do it so I can see what I need to work on? Stuff like that. And then another thing that I would do is try to, like, not mock another dancer, but, like, if you see that there's a dancer that does the moves really well and they're always being, like, praised for the way that they do things, just watch the way that they do it. Or, you know, like, if you see somebody that has higher kick steam, okay, watch what she does. When she stretches, she does these stretches, which help her kicks get better. Or when she does her turn, she does this. When she does her move, she does that. So, just watch and observe. Don't be ashamed to, take other people's, like, energy. Because everybody, you feed off others' energy. So, don't be afraid to, oh, she does that really well. Maybe I should do this like her. Because, it looks good. So, I feel like you shouldn't have no problem, like, basically feeding off from your teammates, because you guys are a team. So, next question. Okay, so my next question was, are you secretly obsessed with anything? And I think that answer is yes, because I really am, I'm not gonna say obsessed, but like I really have a love for stuffed animals. You can't really see them on my bed because I'm in front of half of them, but I have a lot, and they just like so soft and cute. Like, who wouldn't want one? Ain't that right, sis? Like, I have a whole bunch of stuffed animals on my bed. I have at least like 12, like, just on my bed alone. I've actually given some away, contrary to what people think if you know me. But like, I just have a love for stuffed animals, like, especially like the real big ones, or like ones that look like pandas, because a panda is my favorite animal. So I feel like stuffed animals that look like them, they're great. Like, I can't help it. So that's the answer to that question. Okay, so my next question was, how did I build up my confidence and self-esteem? So one of the things that I did was, I really just had to sit down with myself one day and just, tell myself, everybody has something that they're good at, and you're not going to be better than everybody at everything. Like, somebody's going to be better than you at something. So I feel like whatever your gift is or whatever your talent is, that's what you should thrive in. Like, for me, I like to dance, so I feel like that's what I should devote like some of my time into, because like that's what works for me. That's what I love to do. That's what people tell me that I'm good at. So like, just walk in your uniqueness. Like, that's really all that I can tell you. To build up like my self-esteem or whatever, I still do. I have affirmations on my phone, like, they say things that, just make you feel good before you take on the day. Like, God is within you. You won't fail. You can do all things through Christ. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're beautiful. There's no one out here that's just like you. You're unique. God made you with a purpose. I really just, tell myself things that just keep my spirits up, because if you don't encourage yourself, then nobody is going to encourage you. Like, you have to pour into yourself and then allow others to pour into you. So if you want to have better self-esteem and better self-confidence, just start telling yourself things that, will make you happy. Like, you do this really well. You're smart. You're intelligent. You're beautiful. If you do sports, you do this very well. If you dance very well. You always have energy. You are a ray of sunshine. You have so much love and light to give. Like, just tell yourself positive things, and overall you're just going to start feeling better about yourself. So basically, just worry about yourself and walk in your uniqueness, and don't try to be like anybody else, because it's only one you. Okay, so my next question was, how do you stay on top of your grades? One of the things that I do, I just try to practice time management. So if I know I have a little bit of time to do something, like a project or whatever, I'm not going to say just push it off to the side, but do a little bit at a time instead of trying to cram everything into one night. Because if you do a little bit, then it adds up and you'll get it done in with like plenty of time or whatever. And then with homework, I feel like if you just go ahead and get the homework out the way, because I have A days and B days. So I used to try to do it the night before, but that got really, really stressful. So just do the homework the day that you get it, while the material is still fresh on your mind. So it won't take you any time, and you can get it done and still have the rest of your day. And, overall, you turning in your work, you're doing pretty good. So, of course, you're going to get the grades that you like to see. Okay, so my next question was, what do you look for in a friend? So, I think one of the biggest things I look for in a friend is, like, just like their overall vibe. So if you have like really good energy, positive vibes all the time, like that's somebody that I want to be around. And then I like friends that can like keep themselves up, like, you know, if we decide to go out and hang out, you know, like, can you dress, can you, you know, put a little oomph in your outfit. Like, I really like that. And then I just like friends that's like encouraging and have the same mindset as me, because I feel like people with like interests, like, they thrive together. So if we're friends, my goal is to, you know, thrive with you and, you know, just be the best that we can be together. Like, so, okay, so the next question is, who is your biggest inspiration? And I think my biggest inspiration would have to be probably my dad, because like he's very successful. He owns a few businesses, and that's kind of where I want to get to. I want to work for myself, like I said before. So like that really inspires me, because he's always pushing, he's always, you know, trying to do more, trying to better himself. And that's just like, I feel like that's a good place to be. So that's why he's my biggest inspiration. And then aside from him, like, I think my next biggest inspiration would probably be I think like Oprah, because, you know, she kind of worked her way to the top, and when she found her element, like, she thrived. And I really like want to work my way up to basically, like, I just want to use my gifts, and hopefully I can, you know, thrive and do what I want to do. So yeah. Okay, so my next question is, who are your top 5 best friends? So I'm gonna just do all girls because it's like really easy. So my first friend is Kyla Jordan, and we actually like consider ourselves as sisters, so don't call her my friend because that's just disrespectful. And then the next friend would have to be my twin, Kyra. And then there's our money. And after money, it would probably be Kendall, because she's just like a really great person. Like, she has great energy and everything. And after Kendall, it would probably be Erica. I have more friends, but I only chose those 5 because I've known them for most of my life, and we've always, like, you know, been on the same page. We all have the same interests. We all, you know, pretty much do the same things, make the same type of grades. And whenever we're together, we just have like a really fun time. So yeah, those are like my top 5 friends. And yeah. Okay, so I actually have a picture of all of us together. So this one on the end is Kendall. That's Kyla. This is Erica, and then the one next to her, that's Money. And I'm on the bottom in the white, and we all dance together at church. So these are like my dogs. Like, I just love them. So if y'all watching this video, like, y'all my dogs, like, forever. Okay, so my next question was, what have been your most requested YouTube video ideas? One of the top ones was a Q&A. The other one was a prank, and then some of the other ones were like vlogs or challenges or reaction videos. So I'm actually going to be doing my best to like make all of those for you guys and putting them on my channel so you guys can enjoy them. So just be on the lookout for all my new videos, and don't forget to follow me on social media so you can also get, like, you know, insights on when I'm going to be posting my next video. Okay, so my next question is, how many kids do I want? What are my preferred genders, and what would their names be? So I want 3 kids. I want 2 boys and a girl. I kind of want the girl to be the youngest, like me, because like I'm the youngest of my 2 brothers. So if I have a boy, I want one of their names to be King and the other name to be Kyron. And then if I have a girl, her name is going to either be Kaylee or Keziah. But I really want like all of my kids' names to start with a K. Like, I want all of them to have the same initials. So yeah, like, that's just how I want it. Okay, so my next question is, what do I do in my spare time? So usually if I'm not at school, I'm dancing, like at some type of dance practice. But on days that we don't have practice, I like to sit at home and watch movies. Like if I'm just chilling, I like to watch movies. And I also like to watch like a whole bunch of crime shows. So right now I'm on True Crime Daily on YouTube. So go check out their channel because all those cases, boo, they are good. Like, I wouldn't lie to y'all. They are wonderful. I love watching them. I also like to make wigs and like do things with fake hair, like weave. So I just made my first half wig and I actually like how it turned out. So when I get a little bit better, I'm gonna actually do a tutorial to show you guys how I make my wigs, whether it's a half wig or a full one. And that's pretty much it. Like, I really don't do anything, or like I mean, I like to go out with my friends, but if I'm not doing that, then I'm somewhere dancing or watching movies, or you know. Okay, so my next question was, are you combative or confrontational? And honestly, I really don't think I am. I don't really necessarily like to argue with people. Like, I just like positive energy and good vibes. So usually, like, if you have a lot of bad vibes, we won't even like talk to each other. So I really don't get into it with that many people because I stay to myself, or I stay with like my little group of friends. Okay, so my next question is, how many blood siblings do you have, and do you wish you had more? I actually have only 2 blood siblings. Like, we came from the same parents, and that's my brothers. I only have 2 brothers. One, Adam, and the other one is Nick. And I'm not gonna say I wish I had more siblings because I have a lot of females, both younger and older, that have kind of grown with me, and like we basically have a sisterhood. So I don't think I want any more siblings because like I just like how things are now. I don't want any more siblings. So sorry. Okay, so the next question that I got was, what is it like being a pastor's daughter? And honestly, I feel like life is kind of the same. The only difference is like you have to, you know, be more involved in church. But I really don't mind because, you know, I like it. So, like, it's not too bad. But it's really cool on like pastor and wife anniversary days because you have, you know, everybody congratulating you and just, you know, being real sweet and stuff. So I like that part. It doesn't really have any bad sides, except like you're kind of held to a higher standard because of who your family is or who your parent is that's in the ministry. But I feel like overall I've grown, like I've grown to not get bothered by it anymore. So it's really just normal for me. So I really don't have any like ill feelings about it. I just, you know, see it as a part of life. Like, it's not really that bad or anything. Okay, so the next question is, what do people say to annoy you about being a pastor's daughter? They really don't say anything anymore. When I was younger, I used to always hear like, oh, she's the pastor's daughter and the preacher's kids are the worst ones and stuff. But it only annoyed me because sometimes like they really didn't know me. So I was like, how can you judge my character? You haven't even met me. People say things like, oh, I'm gonna tell your dad and stuff like that, and it just makes me laugh now because I'm like, my dad is just like your dad, so he's not gonna trip on certain things, you know. Like, I mean, it's certain things that every parent trips over, but like the little stuff, just like your parents wouldn't care, he wouldn't either. Like, he's the same type of parent, so I feel like that shouldn't matter. That's really all that I've heard. Like, people just say the pastor kids are the worst ones, but now, like, I done grew up hearing it so long, like, I don't care what y'all have to say. Like, if I'm the worst one and you my friend, what does that make you? That's all I say now. So, like, I really don't trip on anything like that anymore. Okay, And my last question is, how do you think you can be a good friend? I think there's a lot of ways to be a good friend. Like, just treat people how you would want them to treat you. So I feel like, you know, a part of being a good friend is not telling your friend or whatever like what they want to hear, but what they need to hear. So like, if you know that they're wrong, don't just, oh, they're tripping. You need to be like, no sis, you in the wrong, I'm sorry. I feel like you should just, like, being a good friend is like, you know, supporting each other and being happy for each other. Basically, if you're just a positive person and you're being really supportive and kind and genuine, like you're actually caring for one another, then like you are a good friend to me, or I am a good friend. I don't know how I would word that because it's like the question's kind of worded weird, but yeah, like, to be a good friend, just be supportive, be genuine. Don't think everything is give like a favor for a favor. Do things out the kindness of your heart, not because you're expecting something in return. But that's with anybody. So I feel like, you know, that's really all that you can do to be a good friend. Okay, so that was the last question. Thank you guys so much for joining me today as I did my little Q&A. I just want to thank everybody for liking, commenting, and subscribing. But this is a new video, so it's time to do it all over again. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Like, keep clicking, keep commenting. But also you can put in the comments what you guys want to see for my next video. Thank you so much for watching.